It's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. With that, we head up to MetLife Stadium as we'll hand it over to the two men that'll call the action, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Cleveland Browns. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold.
I love how he exploded on the national scene his redshirt freshman year when, at the beginning of the season, he was not named the starting quarterback. But when USC was struggling, he got an opportunity. And by the end of the year, the Rose Bowl MVP, an epic shootout with Penn State, and put him on the NFL radar in a big way.
Here we go. 3-19.
On first down, it's Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is times an invitation for an offense coordinator to take on field because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. What you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
On first down, Darnold. He hits Jermaine Kearse. Take it down, but not before it's into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now. 49-yard line.
Now let's go.
Darnold down to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And we take a look now at the New York offense.
I don't know about you, but I love a good undrafted free agent success story. So let's take a look at Robbie Anderson, wide receiver, because in 2017, 63 catches, 941 yards, and a strong candidate for the Pro Bowl. Didn't quite get there. Knocking on the door. How about that for an undrafted free agent out of Temple, now making good in the NFL.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Now let's go. Green 39.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Part of the thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarter.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. From the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite 35. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Solid start here on this Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be brought down. Yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right, stopping behind the line, but I want to see how this defense used to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On second down, Darnold. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
The old adage, be quick. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive. They're looking at a 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on and inside later.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Let's go! Blue landing!
From the gun, Mayfield. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On fourth down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. And the Jets set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. Darnold on first down. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers, their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold, and looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick six for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick six, the first thing they want to do is one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
Darnold got Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Let's go. 3-9-2.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Big yardage time for the Jets, and even 50 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? Attacking play, they picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 30.
On 1st and 10, throwing the out route, and it's Anderson. The Jets game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Practice time came to fruition. Timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season. That one, an out cut, ball was delivered and picked up the completion.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They have a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll look to throw. It is Cook with the sideline. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder from 13 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and we are tied at 7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Here's Landry. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they get?
Just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Here we go. Green 39. Green.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Ryan Poole that time there to get it.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
From the 20, where they'll go again on 2nd.
Here we go. 3-19.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Incomplete. The linebackers, Mosley, there in coverage.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and do it very quickly.
They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long.
Let's go. Green 39.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Going for a right side here, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just one throw.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 7-all is the score, and we will return to MetLife Stadium after this.
The NFPA Sports is by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face it and long to start things out. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. Turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a... He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
About to take over as they head out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things, got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And they'll go on the ground. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind, we probably couldn't say.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. A first down throw, Darnold. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking to Crowder there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue line.
Now it's Darnold. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Following the in Mayfield. And that is incomplete here. Darryl Roberts right there on the coverage.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a push down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Working out on Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He went to his tight end, David Njoku. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. Of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are able to in for 6. So a tiptoe catch back in the end zone, so tough to do, but he made it look pretty easy.
Sir, end zone is treated the same way as the sideline. Your feet down, inbound for it to count as. How about the backgrounds of some of these guys, though? Did they work on it? Maybe some of them were ballet, some dance, who knows?
Yeah, you and I were talking the other day. I remember one of my favorite kids shows growing up. I don't know that I want to name it, but guys like Lynn Swan, they used to be on there showing their ballets.
You have to remember when they were kids, their parents would tell them to take the ballet classes. You know they were fighting them like crazy, but right now they're saying, thanks, Mom.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Now let's go. Blue, land it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's Darnold. He's going to wind up and air it out. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change it.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold finds his target, it's Crowder. And get this one across the 30. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
I think it all came together there. In breaking, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come in 10. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
False start, offense.
And that'll be it, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Still first down.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hurry up, here we go.
Throwing again is Darnold. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity. And the second part of that is when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets. But oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-9.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll run it here. And he'll take this down just the 5-yard line. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
And his kick is right there. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They give him 4 yards there and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense. You're excited about hitting him in the first half? Maybe not so much in the second half. Shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2 minutes to end the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Six, just inside the 30. To throw on second down is Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. It's caught by Herndon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. On first down, Darnold. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. He hits Herndon over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. To the air again, Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And what do you think's going through his head right now? Your team's winning, but you're not having your best game. That probably affects you even as up.
You don't want anyone else to know it, but I think you're right. It bothers a quarterback because they always want one to lead their team to victory with their play as well as their words. And in this case, he's got something he can fall back on. He's contributed, yet at the same time he's thrown an interception. Got to remember the bottom line, though. They're winning, so he knows if he plays better, they can buy more.
And it's only the quarter, so he's got some time. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the half. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Hurry up, here we go.
2nd down, Mayfield. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Mayfield off the play fake. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Set. Green 39. Green 9.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion. Most of the time, we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Mayfield with it once more. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. Able to keep the feet in bounds. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Britton Colquitt now. as he'll punt it away for the time. And this is going to into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. Backed way up, so thinking out of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Final 24 seconds first half as they come up here 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Darnold on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And able to break one and quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the offense took the timeout. They're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Now let's go.
Darnold from the gun. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Now let's go.
Out of the shotgun. Found his target. It's Anderson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And the play goes 19 yards, gives them a new downs. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, very much, and welcome everyone to this version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you gotta expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter 9. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got the lead as well as we are back and underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to read this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They first half lead, now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now at their 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Mayfield over the middle to Beckham. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 30.
Mayfield. And this one is incomplete. The Pro Bowler on the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you got to make that throw, right? That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So, statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's the Jets offense now set to start off this 3rd quarter. Able to get the stop defensively. Now it's to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, defensively get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now they're off. Pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Now, they struggled to get on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Browns will take over. First and 10. Browns offense trotting. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go now. 3-19.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, too much oomph. Too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
False start, offense.
Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
I think that perhaps the play call was for him.
Still 2nd down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Set. 3-19.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Now let's go. Blue landed.
On down, Mayfield. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Mayfield on first down. Over the and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It's like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll fight inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Mayfield now on second down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Leonard in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. The Browns on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build on. That's what they're looking for here. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. A first down, Darnold. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need to.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On second down, Darnold. It's caught on the left side by Curse. Give him 30 yards there.
Be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's Darnold now on second down. That's caught right side by Anderson. Get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Good for 7 as this drive continues and the chains move again. If I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
This quarterback now, great completions here in the half, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3.
Now they'll run on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense is not a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and the ball.
To throw on second down is Darnold. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free. Down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Kind of a muck in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Jets on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 14. Handoff comes to Montgomery. He will push his way down to about the 14. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. You have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go now. Green 39.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And this will be caught. In zone. Touchdown, Jets. Curse. A 14 touchdown. And the Jets have made this a 1-score game.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably for a 1-5. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1-5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but so, yeah, you know,
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action. First down, Mayfield. And it pops free. The cleared the ball loose and brings up second down. Can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. A second down throw for Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see it. To the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Ooh, with a juke. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jets will take over 1st and 2. Sam Arnold leading the off their next possession. And this is a spot where you can learn a lot about a young quarterback.
And that's why they brought innovation, because you don't just bring them in strictly for their talent. You think that they have that something special that will allow them to function in these types of situations. Now it's time clinical and not emotional. You know your play sequence. You know what has to get done. Get the ball to the right people. Get out of get it downfield and try.
Trying to earn it here for a winning drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him as he continues to roll. They'll look to throw. Hernandez Herndon's got it complete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a time as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. The Jets on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 14.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
He's back to throw. Called in by Anderson, left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Let's pick up a third. Back to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Fighting his way through contact. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the game, turn it into a run, pick up the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
All right, here we go.
Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Darnold now to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Now Darnold. It's caught by Herndon. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now it's Darnold. Being chased out left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So we're back. It's getting set following the call of that timeout. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Darnold from the gun. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Olivier Vernon in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night, everybody.